Hello class, this is going to be another tutorial for the IXL Z6, and just so you all keep in mind, I did a little hint over here on the side where big numbers, you're going to multiply them, and the exponents, you're going to go ahead and add if you have any. So if you look at example 1, big numbers, again you are distributing. Those get multiplied. So -4, negative and a negative make it positive. That gives you 16. And then the C's, you do have two C's here. And notice that this C does not have an exponent. So we're going to go ahead and add that invisible 1 as an exponent. Well, because you are multiplying, then you're going to go ahead and add these exponents. So 1 plus 2 gives us 3. But we do have to put that C before we can put the exponent of 3. Now we're done with that. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off because I already used that. Now I'm going to go ahead and distribute that first term with the last one inside the parentheses. And again, this is a big number, a integer, so we're going to go ahead and multiply. But notice this one, notice this 5 right here doesn't have the C. So what we're going to go ahead and do is you don't add a C, you just leave it alone, and all you're really doing is multiplying this big number with this one right here. So negative and a negative gives you a positive. So plus, and 4 times 5 gives us 20. But the 4 here does have a C. So we're going to go ahead and add that at the end of that 20. And we don't have like terms because this one is raised to the third power and this one is raised to the first power, even though you don't have anything as an exponent there. So that should be your final answer for that one. So if we go ahead and look at other examples that we have here, we're going to go ahead and look at number 2. Same thing. We're going to go ahead and multiply the big numbers. Notice that we don't have a 1, imaginary 1 in front of the variable. So we're going to go ahead and multiply big numbers here. 4 times -1 gives us -4. And then the J's, again, you have variables, same variable right there. You got an invisible 1 for an exponent. So we're going to keep our J and we're going to add 1 plus 2 gives us 3. Again, we are done with this first term, but we still have to distribute this to that last number. So again, big numbers, we're going to go ahead and multiply. So 4 times -5. Negative and a positive makes a negative. 4 times 5 gives us 20. And again, this one doesn't have a variable, so it's okay, don't worry about it. All you're going to do is just add this variable J to the end. And you're done for that one as well. So looking at the next one, same thing. Whenever you don't have a number in front of a variable, you're going to go ahead and add a 1. So again, multiply your big numbers, your integers. Negative and a negative make a positive. So 2 times 1 gives you 2. And again, I'm done with the big numbers. Now the little numbers, the exponents. Same variable, f. I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to add these exponents because I am multiplying. And going back to the law of exponents, that says that when I multiply and they have the same base, I add exponents. So I add, which will give us 3. And I'm done here. And I'm going to distribute that to that last number right here. Now on this one, notice that I do have a variable at the end. I'm going to go ahead and add that invisible 1 as an exponent. Again, big numbers, the -2 and the 2. I'm going to go ahead and multiply. Negative and a positive makes a negative. And 2 times 2 gives us 4. Keep my my variable because it's the same, f. And then 1 and 1 gives us, when we add, gives us 2. That's our final answer there. Going on to the last couple problems that we have. We have negative z. So we have an invisible one there and an invisible one here. And we're going to go ahead and distribute it again. So distribute this here. Negative 1 times 2 gives us negative 2. And then z. And then add your exponents here, which is to the third power. We're done with this one. And if you want to cancel out so you don't get confused, cross it out. Distribute to the last one. So again, invisible one here. Big number, negative 1 times 4, negative 4. And then the z, and add your exponents, which gives us 2. And that's it. The other one, invisible one on my exponent. And notice I'm only adding invisible ones to either, if it's only the variable by itself, you add a 1 in front, or if it has a variable and it does not have an exponent, I add a 1 there as well. So we're going to go ahead and distribute here. Big numbers, multiply. 2 times 2 gives us 4. Keep your variable and add your exponents. 1 plus 2 gives us 3. Again, I'm done here. And go to the next one. 2 times 3 gives us 6. And then add exponents. Here, invisible 1. That gives us 2. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Message me and I'll go ahead and do either a video or another tutorial or some pictures so you all can see where I'm getting the answers from. So on this last two that I have, you're going to go ahead and distribute. Again, notice here I don't have a variable. I'm sorry, a number in front of the variable. So I'm going to go ahead and add a 1. So distribute 4 times 1 gives us 4. My exponent here is a 1. Keep your variable. 1 plus 2 gives us 3. Again, I'm done here. And go to the next one. 4 times negative 2 gives us negative 8. Here I don't have a variable, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep the y. And last but not least, we have number 7. Again, invisible 1 there. Distribute. Negative and a negative make a positive. 1 times 4 is 4. And keep my variable. Add your exponents. 2 times 2 plus 2 gives us 4. We're done here. And then the next one. Negative and a negative make a positive. 1 times 8 gives us 8. And again, doesn't have anything here, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep the k squared. And you're done. If you have any questions, this is for Z6 on IXL. If you have any questions, please reach out to me and I'll go ahead and get back to you. Good luck.